the Heavy, TF2's equivalent of a tank. His ability to easily mow down rows of enemies. His only weakness is his slow speed, making him highly susceptible to headshots and backstabs. Today we'll be going over the easiest weapons to use. Do keep in mind on the Heavy, but do keep in mind that these weapons may not work well in tangent, and keep that in mind for the rest of this series as well. These weapons are meant to be overpowered, or not overpowered, but meant to be easily used on their own individual merit. So let's get right into it. Hey guys, Raven McKay this here. The first weapon we'll be looking at in the Heavy's arsenal is his minigun. I have chosen the Brass Beast to be the easy-to-use minigun. Now, this minigun is really slow, and it makes you move really slow. However, it has a 20% damage bonus, which in game terms is huge, making it super great for new players who just want to mow down their enemies. You also get a damage resistance when spun up. That's a thing now. However, it's got 50% slower spin-up time and 60% slower move speed while deployed, which is... And you're already slow while you have a minigun, so you're basically not moving. I've noticed that this weapon is great in payload maps, where you're on the attacking team, you can just sit in front of the cart and it pushes you forward. It makes it really hard to backstab you, because you got the cart behind you. And with a doctor, you can wreak all kinds of havoc. The real downside of this minigun is that it really emphasizes the Heavy's main downside, his slow speed, by making him even slower. So watch out for backstabs, because the amount of times I got backstabbed trying to get this was embarrassing. What I use in my loadout is I actually use the Tomislav. I like it because of its accuracy and silent spin up, and I don't really mind the slower firing speed. The secondary weapon we have for the Heavy is the always classic Sandwich. Now this replaces your shotgun, means you don't have a secondary weapon, so it kind of leaves you dead in the water. However, when you eat it, you can regain all of your health, and with your right click, or whatever you have, it's your outfire, you can throw it down and use it as a medium health kit for your medic. Your friendly medic, who's always dying because he's healing you. Please, Heavy mains out there, please, for the love of God, give your sandwich to your medic. If there's a medic pocketing you, never, ever just give him the sandwich. It's so easy. Sorry, that's a bit of my personal inner medic talking. This is actually what I use in my main loadout, because, I mean, it's kind of like the default Heavy now, is the stock minigun with the sandwich and the GRU. And speaking of the GRU, the final weapon we have for the stock Heavy loadout is the Gloves of Running Urgently, or the GRU. This weapon is used by most Heavies everywhere, because it gets you to the front lines. It makes it so that the Heavy can really get to the front lines easily, which is really helpful because the Heavy's slow move speed. Once you get to the front lines, so you can, continue wreaking havoc even after you died. So it really gets you back into the fight. This is pretty much the standard. Like, I use this as well. This is, like, everyone uses these, as far as I've seen. Like, it's very rare you see someone not using these. Because, I mean, unfortunately, because of the way that updates have been unfavorable towards the Heavy, it's kind of rare that you see anyone playing Heavy with outside of just the stock minigun, the sandwich, and the GRU, because that is his most powerful combo. However, I prefer the Tomislav personally, but at the end of the day, stock, sandwich, and GRU is the most powerful combo.
What the hell?
Now, the Brass Beast doesn't really pair well with any weapons, unfortunately, so it's really only great to really start you up as Heavy, whereas the Sandwich and GRU are used competitively pretty much universally because everyone loves these two weapons. So they combo well with pretty much any minigun. So keep that in mind when you're making your own loadouts. That's all I have for the Heavy. Let me guys know what you think in the comments. Tell me your favorite combos, and let me know what your starter set would be. And I hope I'll see you guys next time. Good boy!